Hey y'all, it's Nerdy Doll Girl again here with a new video. So this is just a quick update video, which probably won't be quick, but I thought I would do an update video since I haven't been on YouTube for about a month. So yeah, the first thing I want to show you guys is my new boy. So this is Kai. He is my little rebel Andre head on a Resin Soul body, which I have to tell you guys, the Resin Soul bodies are awesome, and the price is even better. But yeah, I'm super impressed with him and his body. That sounds... I'm impressed with your body. But yeah, he's really been speaking to me. I've actually ordered him some special clothes from Taobao, which I never need a reason to buy off of Taobao. But I thought it'd be nice for him to have his own little wardrobe. So I kind of have a little bit of a story for him. He is a very sweet and gentle person. He's always been loving and kind. His mom has been his best friend from the get-go. He really, whenever he'd be upset, he would go to her. He got beat up a lot at school for being different. He cared so much about other people that being at school made him feel horrible. But he knew that he had to get stronger. He knew that he had to get tougher, but it was so hard. His dad was in his life at that point, but they were never really close. His dad really wanted him to be a jock, to go and be this amazing baseball player, football player, soccer player, something that his dad would understand and respect. But he was not really that into sports. He likes to play sports, but he was never someone who wanted to go out and play the sports. He likes to swim. That's one thing he does like to do. But again, it's not his passion. So at about 13 or 14, he started to struggle really hard. He was made fun of because of his size. Growing up, he was bigger, and he lost a lot of weight, but it was in a very bad way. He started not eating, and he started just really struggling with who he was, and he had a dark secret that he didn't want to share with anybody. But he knew that he had to, because it was destroying him on the inside. So he came out to his parents. And what he was afraid of happened. His dad freaked out and said he never wanted to see him again, that he was no longer his son, that he needed to get out. This devastated him, but his mom did not stop. She said to her husband, "You will never talk to him like that. You will never say such words to him. You will get out." And she told him, "I am so proud of you. You are you. You are amazing. You are loved." She's like, "I don't care if you are gay, straight, a popsicle. I love you. And I just want you to be happy." And he cried, of course, and held her. And his dad left. He didn't see him. And he hasn't seen him since. Which is a very heavy burden for him to hold on to. But he's got his mom and he's got some friends. And then one night, he went to a performance because he loves singing and dancing and all that sort of stuff. And he went to a performance of a drag show. and he absolutely fell in love with it. And so he is an aspiring drag queen. So that is my storyline for him. So yeah, I look forward to sharing more about Kai with you guys. But yeah, so yeah, that's my Kai. Hopefully I said his name at the start. I blank out sometimes and I never know if I said what I wanted to say, but I digress. So, I have once again been struggling with my depression. That is the big reason that I haven't been on here. A lot of stuff in your mind plays tricks on you that make you feel like nothing is going to work out. All the people you care about are going to die. Which that one is the hugest one for me. That scares me and upsets me. But I'm on this medication and it's really helping me. But if I don't take one on time, then I am a puddle on the floor. And it doesn't get better for a couple of days, but the first day that I didn't take it, I plummet. So I realized that I was not taking my pills that day, and instantly by nighttime I was just crying and scared and upset. So yeah, that was not fun. That is not fun. But every aspect of my life, there is things that depress me, you know, and I don't know, this just feels so weird talking about it, because I am such an emotional person, and I feel like I can't even portray my emotions because I'm almost numb right now from it. That doesn't mean that I am not suffering from depression right now. It's just, it's keeping the tears back for a bit, which is really weird for me because I cry all the time. But no, just insecurities popping up. You know, am I good enough mother? Am I doing YouTube good enough? Am I being a good wife? Am I, which is before a YouTuber, I promise. But it just attacks the things that I enjoy and I care about. It's also exhausting to be unhappy so much. I've been doing really good. I live in a house that is cluttered, and when your house is so cluttered, then it's very overwhelming. And I've been doing really well. My husband and I have been doing really well organizing our house, so I'm really happy about that. We were trying to kind of get stuff set up so that, because of my fibromyalgia and my chronic fatigue and all that stuff, then I find it really, really hard and physically hard to take care of my home. And having all this clutter around does not help me. So we've kind of made it so the first floor is kind of pared down to just the basic stuff that I can handle. And then the basement is our the next project. So that's why I'm still, whoops, I just blew off Kai's hair. He was not impressed. Oh man. So getting the clutter out is going to be the issue. And the other issue is I have so much stuff that I don't need, but I like having set up in my room. I don't even have enough room for my BJDs because I have like a wall of pops, I have stuffies, I have crafts are a huge thing I have. A ton of clothes for my 16-inch fashion dolls, a ton of clothes for my BJDs, and I have a problem. I have to admit, I love clothes. I love clothes. I'm kind of a clothes horse. I just like clothes. I love seeing different kinds of clothes and everything like that, but I can't fit them. And so my dolls, I've said before, I kind of live through my dolls. So if you look at my stuff, there is like probably a pile, like so, all the way down, all the way up, of my 16-inch clothes. Like I have a lot of those, but I can't seem to part with them because they have both sentimental and design reasons that I'm keeping them. I also really like to take photos of my dolls, and 16-inch dolls are just so much easier to take pictures of, and they're mature enough looking that they are kind of like models, but in a smaller size, and being BJDs, that makes it even more awesome. Excuse me. But like I said, I have like barely any room. And then I have drawers of eyes and yeah. Anyways, I could go on and on about the mess that I live in. But that's what I'm trying to do, is to kind of declutter. So wish me luck. But we went to the other, okay, so there's something very exciting that I will tell you guys at the end, because I want to kind of break it up and so that's a more happy, exciting part next. So I have been struggling with my dolls. It's part of the depression, I think, but nothing is making me happy with regards to my dolls. And I have a lot of self-anger. I don't know if that's a word. But self-anger towards myself, because honestly, guys, I have had a horrible time bonding with dolls. Horrible. I tend to buy and sell a lot of dolls, and I've told you guys this a million times before, but when you get dolls and you can't bond with them and it keeps happening and happening and happening, you start to think, what is wrong with me? Why am I so picky? That's the kind of stuff that goes through my head. And I don't know, I feel really bad because I want to collect dolls and make stories and do all that sort of stuff, and when I don't bond with a doll, it just feels so frustrating, and I don't want to be this is not really appropriate for kids, so but like I don't want to be going from doll to doll to doll to doll to doll like some people go from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, which I know you can't compare those things, and I'm not putting anyone down. I'm more putting myself, like, why can't I find somebody, a doll that I like, you know? But then I think maybe I'm the kind of person that goes from partner to partner to partner because they like to try all sorts of different experiences, and they don't want to be tied down or whatever. Where is this going? But yeah, so when I see a doll and I don't bond with it, I need to move on. And I know some people probably think I'm bad because I'm so usually very quick at knowing if I will bond with a doll or not. So the 2 MSDs that I just received from Bunny, I love the makeup. I love the makeup. But I'm not bonding with them. And it's been about a month since I got them. And just the fact that I can't bond with them, no matter what pictures I take, no matter what eyes I put in, wig, clothes, I'm not bonding with them. And so I feel like instead of banging my head against a wall, feeling horrible about myself because of that, I need to be okay with it. I need to be okay with the fact that I don't bond with dolls right away. And that some dolls I'm not going to bond with, and that's okay. But when you're a people pleaser, when you're insecure, you feel like you have to explain everything. And that is definitely me. I feel like I have to explain everything for a person to understand and not think I'm bad. What is bad? But so my insecurity comes out, and I feel like I need to apologize for the fact that I buy and sell a doll right away. And I know logically that that's silly, but the logical part of my brain does not go with the rest of me. But yeah, so that is what's happened insecurity wise. I really hope you guys don't think I'm bad, or that I haven't said anything bad to trash other people. Oh, maybe I should stop this video. Anyways, I'm not going to. I have to trust that you guys know what I was trying to say. So, this is the exciting part for me. So, as you guys may or may not know, Jurassic Park is one of my absolute favorite movies. I have loved it since it came out. And with that, I have loved Jeff Goldblum. And a year ago, I had talked to you guys, I think, about the fact that I was going to see him at Fan Expo. Well, unfortunately, he had another engagement that he needed to go to. And I was very upset. I cried my eyes out. And I never thought I would meet him. Well, I met him. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys the story, and then I'm going to show you what I have from him. So, I was in a wheelchair because I can't walk much. I can't be walking all around all day long, standing, all that sort of stuff. So I was in a wheelchair. And I was able to get in a line, and I was the second person to meet him. So I wheel myself up and wait for him to come out. And when he comes out, he's gorgeous. He's such a gorgeous human being. He smiles at me, and he smiles to everybody else, and he's like, to the volume, like, because we're all screaming, we're excited, and we're like, come on. He's like, come on, and we scream more, and he's like, shucks. But yeah, so I was sitting there patiently waiting. I was the second one in line, and the woman ahead of me was getting a signature, and I kept looking at him, and he kept looking over at me. So when I got there, as he was signing, I said, I made you this. And I had made him, I don't know if I showed you guys, I think so. I made him a T-Rex out of felting, with sunglasses and a black leather a black leather jacket, because I was trying to show that he was a T-Rex. Anyways, but but I said, I made you this. And he went like this. And he's like, you made this? And then he went to the person beside him, which I think was the guy running the show, or his manager, I don't know which one. But he said, keep this really safe for me, okay? I'm like, oh my God. So he held my hand while I was talking to him. And I said, do you give hugs? Because, okay, I'm bold, but I was terrified to ask him this because he's a big star and he's like my favorite actor. And I was like, oh, I shouldn't ask. But I decided to be brave and I asked him if he gives hugs. So he says, I do give hugs. And I'm like, could I get a hug? And he couldn't get out because he was at this part at the end of the table. And the guy who was kind of taking the line and making sure that it was moving, he said, you gotta move, you gotta move. And Jeff was like, don't worry, hun. We'll find each other and I'll give you that hug. It's a date. Oh my. I started crying. As I was wailing away, I was bawling my eyes out. I held the signature in my hand. I was trying really hard not to cry. My dear friend Raquel was pushing me around the whole day. I was just floating on air. So thank you so much, Raquel. She got me in line. She waited and pushed me. So why did I say I wheeled up? Anyways, she helped me all day long and I couldn't have done it without her. But anyways, so we were wheeling around all day, just having a blast. I was able to see another friend that I haven't seen for a while. We looked around the art floor, like the vendor's floor with like art stuff and everything. Artist Alley, that's what it was called. And it was really cool. I got some posters, which I will show you now. And so I hope you guys enjoyed those. I was super excited that I found them, especially the Labyrinth poster, of course. So I found those, and then we wheeled back up to meet Jeff again at a photo shoot. So yes, for my birthday, I asked for the photo shoot with Jeff Goldblum. And my in-laws got me it for my birthday. And then I saved my money to get his signature. So I stood in a gigantic line and they were calling the different groups. I was group 2? Yeah, group 2. There was 9 or 10 groups. And in the groups, there's at least 30 people. At least 30 people, if not more. It was insanity. And so I was waiting in line. And it was taking forever. I think we were waiting for like 40 minutes. But anyways, when I wheeled myself up to the door, I got out because I was able to stand long enough. And I really wanted to stand in the picture with Jeff. I wanted to get my hug. So he was awesome. He was like, you know, putting his arms around people, like in a group. He would like whisper to people. He did all these fun things. And I got there and I walked up to him and I said, I don't know if you remember me, but I asked for a hug. And he opens his arms up wide. And he gives me the most wonderful squeeze. Oh my gosh, my face got all red. I think it's a little red talking about him. But so he hugged me and then I turned and he started like going around my hair and whispering to me. And so I got out of there and I was floating. I was floating on air for the rest of the day. And pretty much the next day too. So I want to show you guys a couple things. First of all, I'm going to show you guys the signature I got from him. We were able to pick which picture we wanted, and of course I had to pick Jurassic Park. So there is the beautiful man himself. Oh, and his signature. Oh, I love him. Mwah. Don't worry. I know he has a wife. I'm not trying to steal him. And then here is the picture of us together. And I don't know if you can see it, but I am very, very blushing. So yeah, that was an incredible, incredible experience. I've been very blessed with incredible things happening. You can have both bad and good. And, sorry, I got a text. I've had my share of both. But I am trying to focus on the positive ones. And this was definitely a positive one. So, yeah, thank you guys if you have stayed this long to watch me. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys so much. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to mention one other thing. So, a very dear friend of mine, she collects the Disney Princess collections from Disney. And the 16-inch models. And when I was at her house, I was looking at them, and one of the ones that she had was Elena from Avalon. And I said, oh, she's so pretty and everything. And she likes to keep her dolls pristine in box. And unfortunately, her son got a hold of her and took her right out of the box. So she was upset about that, and she wanted to buy a new one. And when she saw that I liked it, she actually said to me, would you like her? And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, would you like her? And I said, I don't know what you mean. And she's like, I want you to have her. And I'm like, so yeah, she gave her to me. So I want to show you guys. She is gorgeous. She has this beautiful crown. Really pretty hair. Her hair got a little messed up when he took it out of the box, but that's okay. The gown is killing me. It is so beautiful. Look at all the sparkly bits. Well, the back has its pretty train and more sparkles. So yeah, I was super shocked, and I love her. So she is going into my cabinet, and yeah, she'll be part of my collection. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.